Alexander the Great is my favorite person in history because that guy is the most insane person I've ever seen. This guy has the craziest amount of boldness, confidence, self belief. I'm so inspired by him that I want to live a life that is matching his level of vigor. I want to match his level of boldness and confidence and badassery, dude. Like, this guy is so insane. Like, when he was just 20 years old, his dad, Philip II of Macedon, got assassinated. And in all that chaos, all that craziness, Alexander the Great at age 20 was able to step in and take control of the entire army. There were revolts. He had to kill some of his political rivals like Attalus. Funny story with Attalus at a wedding, but we're going to get to that some other time. But at age 20, Alexander the Great was able to take control of Macedon and then really squash all rebellions in the Greek states. Alexander the Great had to show people who's boss. Bro had to control his borders before he did anything. So he just had to fight the Thracians. He had to fight the Greeks. Think about this. Bro just fought the Thracians, which is north of Macedonia, right? And there was a rumor that spread that Alexander the Great had died. The Greeks, especially the Thebans, were like, bro, if he dies, we're not gonna follow those Macedonians no more. Like, we don't need any of that energy. So they revolted. They were like, Macedonia's done. We're sovereign. We're good. Alexander the Great hears about this and he marches down from Thrace to Thebes in 14 days. That's this much amount of space in 14 days. That's insane. You gotta think about that kind of speed and mobility, bro. Like, that's crazy. So he goes down to Thebes, he offers a chance to surrender, but they don't take it. So what does Alexander the Great do? He demolishes the city. He destroys everything. And this is like a prominent, powerful Greek state. This is an insane place of history, of mythology and stuff like that. And Alexander the Great just tears it down just to show these Greeks who's boss. And after that, Alexander the Great was able to create the League of Corinth. The League of Corinth is just basically all the Greek states, probably except Sparta, that got together, and they're gonna work with Macedonia in order to fight Persia. See, Persia right here in the Achaemenid Empire, it was the biggest empire at the time. It's huge, and Alexander the Great wants to take that. This is a David versus Goliath situation, bro. Like, and so Alexander the Great, he has his phalanx army armed with the super long sarissas. He has the Greek armies. He has Parmenion, General Parmenion on his side, and he's like, okay, let's go in Persia. Let's go attack. Let's start attacking. Let's start invading the biggest empire of the world at the time. And battle after battle, siege after siege, bro was able to handle everything. Bro did not lose a single fight in this battle. He did not lose a single fight in the entirety of his life. Bro was just that dude. Alexander the Great is just that guy. So Alexander the Great goes in, he fights in the Battle of Granicus, where he almost dies. Got saved by Claudius the Black, and bro just continues on. He fights King Darius, who is the king of the Achaemenid Empire, in the Battle of Issus, and finally defeats the Persian army in the Battle of Gaugamela. That's what solidified him as the great. That's what made him freaking so inspiring. So Alexander the Great just defeated the Persian Empire, and everyone's all like kind of sad, and they're like, okay, we did what we wanted to do, but Alexander, he didn't want to just end over here. He wanted to take all of the world. He's going to march eastward to get more land, more territory, and he goes all the way to India. He goes to India. He fights King Porus in the Battle of the Hydaspes, which is a freaking epic battle I want to talk about more. Fights in this crazy battle, and when he beats King Porus, his men are like, dang, dude, I don't know if I can handle this anymore. I miss my family, bro. I haven't seen them for 7 years, 7+ years. Alexander the Great's trying to push. He's trying to push, but his men mutiny. He's like, nah, we can't do this no more. Alexander the Great goes back goes back to Babylon, and that's where he dies at age 32. Now, bro is so young, right? 32 years old. He defeated the Persian Empire. He got all the way to India. Dude did so much. Sources say he passes away from malaria. There are some conspiracies saying that he got poisoned. Who knows? But the point is, dude was so young and he was able to accomplish so much, like so much in the fact that like Julius Caesar at age 30 or 30 something goes to his tomb, um, and was like, damn, Alexander the Great at my age was able to do so much. Like, what have I done? He felt so sad. He lamented. He lamented at the fact that he wasn't able to do as much as Alexander the Great did. And that was what spurred Julius Caesar to become one of the greatest well-known figures in history. And I want to do something like that. So I shared how Alexander the Great just inspires me because of his absolute badassery. I don't think I've done him justice over here. Alexander the Great didn't just take over the empire. Bro had foundation. Bro had plans, strong house where everything starts. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm building it myself. So I have plans to build a gym of a sort, to build a throne room of a sort, to build library of a sort. Just to share all these things with you guys in a future video that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you the updates, and dude, I just want to express all this. I just want to document all this and just have a lot of fun with it. And this is gonna be the start of my empire, the Empire of Ribadonia.